Okay, let's talk about the biggest, baddest killer of VA offers, and that is the myth that VA appraisers are somehow more difficult. First of all, let's get it straight. The exact same people who are appraising VA appraisals are the same ones appraising for FHA, conventional, and jumbo. So let's get this idea out of our head that VA appraisers are somehow tougher. Now, to help understand why this issue is somewhat overblown, you got to realize that a lender lends on the appraised value and not necessarily the purchase price of a property. And that goes for any type of loan, VA, FHA, conventional, or jumbo. So in some cases, not usually, the appraised value is going to come in lower than the purchase price. And that results in an opportunity to perhaps renegotiate the price. Again, VA is not unique in this regard. However, what makes the VA borrower different is that if the veteran is exercising their right they've earned to purchase the home with zero money down because you, were fighting for our country, defending it, and perhaps didn't have the time to save money for a down payment, the veteran may not be able to come in with a difference to cover the shortage. For instance, let's say the appraised value comes in $10,000 lower than the purchase price. The seller may say, okay, we'll reduce the purchase price by $5,000 if you bring in an extra $5,000 and we'll meet halfway. However, if the veteran doesn't have an extra $5,000, this option may not be possible. Fortunately, this is what's so cool about VA loans. There are actually two processes where you can increase the value of the purchase price, assuming it's justified. Now, if the appraiser is having a hard time getting the appraisal to come in at the purchase price, he has to issue what's known as a Tidewater alert. This is a mandatory process whereby the appraiser notifies the listing agent and the lender to give them 48 hours to come up with 3 more qualified comps to support the value. If at the end of the 48 hours, the 3 additional comps support the value, then great, proceed as planned and go ahead and close your transaction. Now, if the additional comps provided do not support the value, then the appraiser is going to send a value onto the lender, at which time the SAR, the Staff Appraisal Reviewer, is going to issue an NOV, or Notice of Value. Now, the SAR at the lender will communicate with the SAR at the VA. And at that time, the appraisal gets what's known as a Notice of Value, and it becomes attached to that property and that veteran's Social Security number for the next 6 months. At this point, the veteran has the option of requesting the second part of the process, which is known as a reconsideration of value. And here they can, along with the listing agent and lender, share the unique characteristics of the property to see if it warrants a higher value. And if so, the SAR at the lender can make that recommendation to the SAR at the VA, who has the authority to override the value by 15%. No other loan product offers this type of process, 2 processes to be exact, and this kind of collaboration to get the appraised value to come in at a justifiable price as close to the purchase price as possible, which is just another reason why sellers should accept a VA offer.